Hello Capricorn. Happy birthday to all the Capricorns out there. I know that the dates vary, but I don't have that many viewers. Maybe I'll get lucky and hit a Capricorn whose birthday is today, right? You never know. Anyway, this is Lit Intuition Tarot. My name is Kay, and today I'll be doing y'all's weekly love reading. I do one of these for y'all per week, and I also do a weekly general reading. My schedule is down below in the description box. Also down there is a list of all the decks that I use, as well as instructions on how to donate to the channel, if you're so inclined, and a link to my website where you can book a personal reading with me via Zoom meeting or pre-recorded reading, or order a personalized avatar birth chart. So today we're just kind of going to look at some strengths, weaknesses, how you show up in love, that kind of thing. Just 2 more shuffles to go, Capricorn, and we'll get started. I hope you guys had a great Christmas for those who celebrate. Alright. One more. Huh, okay. Holy Spirit, Divine Ancestors, please show me Capricorn in love this week. Please help me to tap into the energy of the Capricorn collective. Show me how they're showing up in love this week. I'm using the Tarot of Marseilles, by the way. 2020 edition, I believe. So the first card out that we have is the King of Coins. I see that as being Virgo, Taurus, and sometimes your energy, Capricorn. Although I generally see the Queen of Coins as being your energy, the King of Coins can represent that as well. And I'll get to what the meanings are here and what the cards are saying, mostly once they're all laid down. Spirit, please show me Capricorn in love this week. Next up, we have the Ten of Pentacles, Virgo energy. Thank you, Spirit. Please show me Capricorn in love this week. Okay, next we have the Ace of Cups. Oh, I see. Well, I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm going to lay the rest of the cards down, but I'm getting a little bit. Oops, can't take that. Okay. Some of them fell on the floor, but I think I got them all. Yep. Spirit, please show me. Yeah, when they land on the floor on my lap, I don't take them. These cards are awfully jumpy this afternoon. But we do have Death coming out now. That's the Major Arcana card for Scorpionic energy. Well then, okay. Let's get a few more. Spirit, please show me Capricorn in love this week. Next out, for your strengths, we have the Ace of Swords. That's air energy. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. And how can Capricorn apply these strengths in love? Next, we have the Knight of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, and sometimes Cancerian energy. Thank you, Spirit. Please show me Capricorn's weaknesses in love this week. Next up, 3 of Cups, Cancer energy. Just got 2 more to go. Okay. Spirit, please show me how Capricorn can overcome these weaknesses in love this week. I get a card for Capricorn. We've got the Knight of Swords next. Aquarius, Gemini, and sometimes Libra energy. And then we'll just get one more card here. Spirit, please show me Capricorn in love this week. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of seeing what this is saying. Last card out, we have the Seven of Swords. Aquarius energy. All right, Capricorn. So you show up in love as being like a boss. So whether you're well off financially or not, which you could very well be, with the King of Coins showing up, and by the way, gender doesn't matter in tarot. So male or female, anyone can embody the energy of the King of Coins. The King of Coins is faithful, he's loyal, he's a good leader. He's often, as I said before, very well financially established, or if not, working his way up to it. His or her, as I said, doesn't matter. The King of Coins is someone that you can depend on. He's faithful, reliable, stable, all that good stuff. So that's how you show up. That's how you appear in your connections with others. The kind of partner that you attract, with the Ten of Pentacles, we're showing the same. It's a similar energy in the sense that, like meets like. So somebody may see that you have everything that you need and want, and that you're balling, you got it, all that. And so they figure that they're on your level, and so you attract people with a similar sort of work ethic or a similar interest in, everybody, I guess, to some degree might be interested in financial stability, but it looks like for the both of you, this is a priority, one of the main priorities in your life. And so you attract people, though it's not that the Ten of Pentacles normally, or coins in this case, normally carries a greedy or materialistic vibe per se. But what I'm saying here is that the other, the people that you tend to attract they are financially focused. So they're looking for long-term commitment, stability, and security, and money, all the things that it looks like you're able to provide. However, in the center here with the Ace of Cups, we're showing the kind of partner that you actually want to attract. And with that Ace of Cups there, you're looking for someone who, I don't think you would give a damn, honestly, Capricorn, if the person that you met was totally broke. I mean, as long as it wasn't because, they were a lazy slob or they didn't do what they were supposed to be doing. I mean, if it's just somebody who isn't nearly as, you don't look at that, basically. What you want is love. You want a heart connection. Oftentimes, Capricorns are seen as just, being work, and it's all earth energy. So, of course, it's not necessarily about the love. But when you're in a connection, and you might have water in your chart, but even if not, it doesn't matter. It's just an energy of you longing for, the emotions to flow. You want a deeper emotional connection with someone, and something that's not just based on the surface material things in life. I always start with a disclaimer on this position that, you don't obviously need anyone necessarily, Capricorn, to be happy, as we're all capable of doing that on our own. But as far as what kind of partner Spirit's saying that you need to be successful in order to have a successful connection, with the Death card, you want, not what you want, we already went over that with the Ace of Cups, but you would be benefited by establishing connections with people who are fierce and bold about their own transformations, their own lives, like people who take responsibility for seeing, perhaps I need to make changes here, there. The death is about death and rebirth, very intense, deep transformation, spiritual awakenings, that kind of thing. So Spirit's saying to, you need, so you'll have the Pentacles, you'll have the Cups, but with the Death card, it's like you'd have a little bit of everything, because it's the type of person that's constantly striving to be reborn, in the sense of remaking themselves, seeing where they need to change and then changing as necessary. I don't want to make the Death card sound fickle or superficial, though, like they're just saying they're changing for you. No. The Death it's a major arcana card. It's prompted by the universe. It's the kind of thing where even if you're not ready to change, sometimes you can get dragged into it. And so, Spirit's saying somebody that you can connect with on a deeper level, who's in touch with themselves and constantly growing. Okay. So moving on with your strengths, being the Ace of Swords, you are a very honest person, and you appreciate the truth from others, even when it's not sugar-coated. So, with you looking for that Ace of Cups, and with your strengths being the Ace of Swords, it's like You know, you're able to cut through all those people that are just after for your pentacles, Capricorn. And so your strength is that you're able to get to the bottom sort of like what a person really wants. You're able to see the truth in matters. You're able to cut through the bullshit. And you're able to tell the truth to yourself. Sometimes this card can tell, you know, when I was talking about what you want. It's not the blind side card, blind spot card, I'm sorry, is what I meant to say. It's showing, so you're probably conscious of the fact that you want this. And that can be very difficult for a lot of people to admit nowadays, whether male or female, that they really want, you know, the love and the googly eyes and all that kind of stuff. So for you to be able to look within and see that you're vulnerable to that, you're telling yourself the truth. With the Knight of Cups being how you can apply those strengths in your connections. Perhaps if you were to approach Capricorn, and this is just a suggestion, I make no judgment, it's your life, do whatever you want, but I'm rooting for you guys, of course. But perhaps if you were to approach others with a little bit more romance yourself, so maybe making that first sweet gesture, reaching out for that first little bit of affection, you know, getting some body flowers, or, again, regardless of gender, but mostly that would be if you're a male, I guess. Or just, you know, doesn't mean you have to overdo it, but if that person just sees you as a King of Pentacles, yeah, the King of Pentacles can have a nurturing side, like he's taking care of people, but the Knight of Cups is a more, like, charming, romantic, lovey-dovey type of energy, you know, so Spirit's saying that in order to overcome, not overcome, we're not talking about weaknesses yet. In order for you to best apply your strength of knowing the truth, it's like once you find it out, don't be afraid to express it if there are feelings involved. You know, if the other person doesn't feel the same, then they're not the right person for you. And it doesn't show me here any fear of rejection, but all humans have it to some degree. So, you know, just be aware that you don't need to feel that way. Be confident to approach with what you really want. With your weaknesses being the Three of Cups, sometimes you're looking for love in all the wrong places. I know it's not that funny, I giggle at myself because I don't ever say certain things like in normal conversation, and then when I'm doing readings, they pop into my head. I guess it's just part of the channeling process. But so one of your weaknesses might be that you go out with friends. Maybe you've dated people because you've met them like friends through friends, and that's not a bad thing. And of course, since you're the Ten of Pentacles, you're not the type who's going out and partying all the time. But you do have a tendency to have like a lot of just kind of casual connections. A lot of people you communicate, talk to. With the Three of Cups, there is some emotion there. So these are people that you like or that you might have a good time with. But it's still not the depth of emotion that you're wanting with the Ace of Cups. So there's nothing wrong with dating casually, but I don't know if it's, let me see here. I mean, I know what the Three of Cups means. And it could be about celebrating and going out and having a good time. And I think what I'm seeing is like that person that they always say that, you know, they might be the center of the part, like the life of the party, but like deep down inside they still feel alone. That's kind of the vibe I'm picking up here, Capricorn. And if that resonates, you know, that can be difficult to deal with. But don't get too lost in that energy of, yeah, I'm just going to go out to the bar and have a few drinks, or just go out to the club or whatever every now and then, and, you know, maybe I'll meet the love of my life there. Now, Spirit isn't saying specifically like what you should do instead, you know. And like I said before, you might actually meet a person that way, but there's something here coming out about you not being able to really make connections in depth to get to that Ace of Cups that you want with the way that you're operating. You may come across as just very sort of like surface level, you know, where people can't really tell that you're looking for a deep emotional connection. That's what it is. So you're keeping like a very light, casual, friendly air. And why that's a good way to start, you know, when it starts to progress, if somebody else shows you that they're interested, it's like I can see a Capricorn kind of going, yeah, well, they're flirting with me, but, you know, so are 2 or 3 other people, and they're all after me kind of for my money. So it makes you a little bit wary to, like, take it any further. So even though you want the depth, it's almost like you kind of dance around it and maybe not always take opportunities as they present themselves. With the Knight of Swords, Spirit is saying that a good way to overcome that weakness is to be blunt. So you've got two knights here for your advice. The Knight of Cups and how to best utilize your strengths, which is knowing the truth and only wanting the truth, only telling the truth. And now you've got the Knight of Swords as a way to overcome your weakness, which is perhaps being a little too superficial. And so what Spirit is saying here is that you want to cut to the chase. When you're socializing with a lot of people and 2 or 3 people really stand out, it's like that's the time to get down to the nitty-gritty. You don't have to shock them or offend them obviously in any way or come across as brash and rude, or sometimes a Knight of Swords can be. But the people that really are going to take you seriously and meet you on your level are going to be able to have to handle the blunt truth. You know, I feel like in order for you to have gotten to the King of Coins position, you've probably dealt with a lot of people that were trying to sort of hang on your coattails, sort of get a little bit of what you got. And as the Knight of Swords rushing in, I see you kind of overcoming that tendency to be sort of surface level or superficial with others and saying, you know, yeah, we've kicked it 3 or 4 times now, we made out last weekend, whatever, and so, you know, now let's cut to the chase. Like, this is what I want, and I'm not fucking with you anymore, you know, if you don't want the same thing. You don't have to say it like that, you don't have to be rude, but making it clear, okay, we're not on the same page, so I'm moving on. Or, wow, I want this, you do too, you really do, okay. Well, you know, as long as you're coming at me with truth and honesty, I'm not going to run away. You know, I'm going to keep coming toward you. So finally, with the 7 of Swords here, this is kind of like the blind spot / advice card from Spirit. And what I'm picking up from this is it's going back to the superficiality of some of these people that you are often attracting. They're just in it for the coin. They're just in it for the money, for the stability, for whatever car you have or house you have, or even if you're really not well off yourself, whatever potential you have to become that. You know, maybe you don't have your degree yet, so you're working at a regular 9-to-5 job that doesn't pay that much, but you work your ass off, you get overtime, you're very responsible, and that kind of thing. People can tell if you're somebody that's going to be, you know, a good ticket. And so be aware of these energies that come in, especially if you're only going, like, you know, out and partying with them or whatever on weekends. It's like, just be able, with that sort of truth that you have, it should be easy enough for you to see through the 7 of Swords. If somebody's deceiving you, if they're being a trickster in some way, if they're really just after you for your money, you should be able to clearly see that. But I think sometimes this Ace of Cups in the center is definitely the strongest energy in the reading. And I think that sometimes, like, your heart at this point is so ready to connect with someone else that you may sometimes sort of miss the red flags. Or you don't really care about them because you're just 3 of Cupsing with these people anyway and being very casual. So, you know, Spirit saying, be willing to cut down to the truth with that Knight of Swords. Get down to the nitty-gritty. See if there's any red flags. See if these people are just trying to use you. You know, just to be aware and be discerning. Because if you want that cup of love, Capricorn, you need a Scorpio. No, I'm just kidding. I just said that because of the Death card. But you need someone with more emotional intensity and not just somebody who's after what's on the surface. So, yeah, be discerning. And I have a feeling you've seen it many times before, Capricorn. So at this point, you know what to look out for. And with that, I'm going to end your reading. If any of it resonated with you, again, I'd greatly appreciate if you'd like, share, subscribe, tap the notification bell. And I sure appreciate your time and attention. Happy holidays to those who celebrate. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, Capricorn.